Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's session, we will be exploring an important topic, the key functions used in clinical SAS and how they compare with functions in R-programming. I will walk you through each concept in a clear and structured way. Let's begin. So here functions. We'll discuss numeric functions in SAS as well as R-programming. Okay. So in SAS programming, the using by int function, int numeric function will get the integer values. In the same way, R programming also to get the integer values will use trunc C. So to round off value to get in SAS program, we'll use round function. The same way, R programming also similar. So here we'll use 0.1 to get the 0.1 decimal values, but here we need to use digits equal to 1. So ceil function to get the lower value. In the same way, R programming also ceiling. To get the floor value, we'll use floor function. Here, R programming also similar. So in SAS programming, ABS function and R programming ABS function similar. So to get the factorial value, we'll use in SAS program fact function, but in R program, we'll use factorial function. In SAS programming and the log functions both are similar. So here lag function. So lag function nothing but to miss the first value. We'll use it lag the first value into second value, right? To by using lag function. In the same way, R programming also lag function is there, but code is quite different. So we need to use pipe symbol and mutate by using dplvr library. So this is the code. This is the I mentioned small example for SAS programming code and as well as R programming code. So to power, we will use x into y. In R programming, this code we need to use. So mode function will use mode only. But on programming, we need to use to get the mode values, we need to use this function. Here diff function, it will differ difference value, we'll get it by using diff function. But in R programming, directly diff function not available. So here to sum the column wise sum, we'll use x is equal to sum of call1 nothing but here variable 1, variable 2 like this. In R programming also same. So here some of the numeric functions I mentioned. In SAS programming to get to the mean values, we will write mean of x1 to x5, right? So it will in the R programming also similar. Here we written mean of x1 to x5, but you need to mention here C of x1, x2, x3, x5. To get to the median value, we'll use median of. In the same way, R programming also almost similar. Only small changes. Here in standard deviation, we'll get STD, but here SD. So min, max, sin, cos, almost similar, right? So in SAS programming, R programming also, date and time functions available, right? So first we'll discuss date and time functions in SAS. Then we'll discuss later in R program. Okay. Here date and time function in SAS. So here SAS inbuilt functions like if you want to system date want to get means we need to write today, right? If we use today date, we will get the today's date. By default, it will be these functions are inbuilt function, right? Today means we'll get date. Date and time means date and time function will get it. Or if you want only time, we'll get time. Here, DHMS means date, hour, minutes, second, right? This D nothing but date. H hour, minute, second. You will get data, date and time function. The same way in R programming we will use right POSIX calendar time in this way. Here if you want to get already you know hour, minutes, second. So HM by using HM function also we can get this only time, right? But here is you need to mention the format. So for date, which format required? For date and time, which format required? That and all format you need to mention. But this today, date and time, time, DHMS, these are the SAS inbuilt functions. So here some partition, if you want to day separate, month separate, year separate means so that also available. If you want only day, so we want to get only days means we need to use day function. So here I mentioned code. So here that date and time available in for dates. So in this date I need only date only day requirements we need to use day function. In this day in the I need only month means month function I need to use. Year means year. Or else weekday you want means weekday function. Hour, minutes, second. Okay. So here we can see date, time both is there. In this I need only date part. In that case we need to use only date part function. Or else if you want to only time part, so we'll use time part function. So here MDY function also is there, right? So if you know month, day, year, you can use MDY function. So here already separated day separate, month separate, year separated, right? So by using MDY, you will get again date. So again here also you need to mention format. We'll see how it will be date and time functions in R. Okay. So here date and time functions in R programming. Like previously we discussed, right? In SAS programming, how will be the date and time function? Same way here also. Sys date means we will get today date. Sys dot time means you will get current date and time. So you want to extract part of the date like day separate, month separate means we need to use like how we are used in SAS programming here separate, month separate, day separate, same like similar. But here you need to install the lubricate. You want to extract the parts of the date and time. First we need to install lubricate. Functions are same, but you need to install lubricate, right? So here you see YMD, DMY. This we can call parse any date format. So here you can use MDY, DMY. But if you use DMY means first you need to enter date value, month value, year value. Or else if you have all you know date and time, you can use this format. So if you want to convert the date into numeric date into character, SAS will use put function, right? The same way in R programming to convert the date from character numeric to character, we'll use format function. So if you want to convert character to input, we'll use this function here ymd in this function. So most important function date and time function regularly we'll use right intick and intix function. So in SAS programming, inting function we'll use for to get the time interval, either day interval or month interval or year interval. By using inting function, we'll get day wise or month wise, year wise, right? So for by this is the intick code. So intick of day, start date and or end date, start date. So you want to get difference. by days wise means we need to use day. Or else if you want to go with month wise difference, we'll use month. Year wise we need means year. Week wise also we can go with week. This all by using inting function in SAS program. The same way R programming also we can do different types of interval. So if you want only difference between days wise means directly as dot date minus as dot date. So which date this birth date or start date. Okay, SV start date in this way. So if you want to, but you will get in 15 day like in this way. So you want only numeric means again we need to convert as that numeric. Same thing only you can write here. So days wise also you want to means we can write diff time function in our programming. Like how we are getting right here days how many days instead of this two function directly we can use this one. So year wise also how we are getting here only year wise difference. For that also lubricate we need to install the library. Then we can write interval of YMD. YMD birth date means this format. YMD RF state is format. So here this is the important percentage slash percentage year. So year wise difference will get. If you write month, you will get month wise difference. So one more thing, intix function. Intix function, what will do? It will increase the and decrement and increment order by to the date. I mean, like if you want to increase the date, date wise, day wise, or month wise, year wise, we'll use intix function, right? Here I kept one example, right? See, new date intix of day comma x comma 30. 30 in the sense this is increment. So 30 days we need to increase for this date, right? So format we need to keep. In the same way, so if you want to increase the month, we'll write year month. If you want to increase the day year, you'll write year. In the same way, here date percentage m plus percentage month. Here one means how many month you need to increase. Here how many years you need to increase. Here one more advantage you can dig here minus also you can do. There also you can do. So for minus here you need to m minus you need to keep. It will work similar in text function.